Brandon Owen, VP of Client Success at Valcre, and I'm here with Matthew McWatters, Principal, Executive Vice President, and Canadian Leader, Valuation and Advisor Services for Avison Young.
Perfect. Great to be here.
Yeah, and you've been with Avison Young for 7 years and 5 months, so quite a while.
It's flying by, but yeah, it's exciting, the growth we've had recently, and it's a fun team to be a part of.
Yeah, great team. We've had a blast spending time with them. So yeah, first question for you, Matthew. What were some of the pain points or challenges that Avison Young faced before adopting Valcre?
Yeah, I would say, we were like most traditional appraisal firms where, you have your folder, whether it's on a drive and your Word file, your Excel, and, there's no real database to store all your comps and everything. And, I think back to COVID when everyone was working remote for a period and, without those databases or tools, if you're doing an industrial building, one of our major centers, how often was that sales sheet getting written up,
Right.
5 or 6 times by 5 different appraisers, and, maybe one has more information than the other. And, we're just losing those efficiencies. So, by getting everything in one platform now, having that database, the sales written up once, people want to improve it, they can, you have the ability to. I think that's very important and more seamless for a team.
Yeah. And was COVID a driver for you guys going to look for more technology, or were you already looking before that?
I think we had begun to look and, looking at what some of our competitors were doing, our growth plans, we want to make sure we put best-in-class technology in our appraisers' hands. And, looking forward in this industry, that's going to be important to keep up with turnaround times, pricing, volume. We want to get more in the portfolio work that across the country. So that's very important for us. So
Yeah.
Technology is huge.
Yeah, definitely. And now, having been with Valcre for roughly a year, how have you seen Valcre improve your daily operations and your workflow for your appraisers?
Yeah, it's basically turned into a control center for us. We do everything in Valcre. It starts with just creating the file. Engagement letters are all done now through Valcre. Even if a bank needs a reliance letter, we do it through Valcre. We can monitor all our appraisers' jobs, see the calendar, billings per appraiser. I think it allows everyone to look at their schedules coming up, helps them quote better on work.
Yeah.
All that's done before we even get into the sales, the leases, building out that database, and then ultimately the workbook and then the reports.
And early on, what motivated Avison Young to adopt Valcre? Were there any specific features or benefits that stood out to you?
I think we just wanted to modernize our business, keep giving our appraisers, the best tools to succeed. We want them to print money here at Avison Young and, increase their billings, drive efficiencies. And, if you don't have technology to do that, to me, you're always a step behind, and we kind of want to be 2 steps ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that print money. I've heard you say it a few times. It's like a little rally cry.
Well, people are motivated and, drive up some revenues and, take their career to the next level. And we think if people embrace technology, they can do that.
Yeah. And can you share any specific results or achievements that your team's experienced since you've implemented Valcre?
Yeah, for sure. I'd say right now in Canada, which is exciting, we have about 95% adoption, or people are using the platform, getting familiar with it. So that's huge across Canada right now. In the U.S., one of our teams, I'd say, is a power user based in Denver. They were actually using Valcre before, so hit the ground running when they came to Avison Young. That's exciting. Our other U.S. teams are starting to use it. And then the efficiencies we're hearing on reports are, 25 to 35% saving time. And ultimately, that gives people more time to focus on other parts of the report and, even more the meat of the report, the analysis. Like, that's probably why people more get into appraisal, like tell that story versus clicking maps, pasting, so many different things. Like, we're changing that process right now.
Yeah, and 25 to 35% efficiency gain is huge.
It's huge. Ultimately, you can do more work, and like people can see, like, hey, if I want to make more money, or maybe they want to spend, I'm spending too much time grinding. Like, now you can, get the work done still.
Yep. Yeah, it's like we say at Valcre, more appraisals in less time with less work.
There you go.
And from your perspective, what are some of your favorite features, maybe your top 3 favorite features of Valcre that have had the biggest impact on your process?
For sure. I'd say, having that database for us, the comp database, versus being scattered across, Excel documents, so that's huge. The import wizard, bringing information directly in. So if an appraiser's entering data, it's not on a blank screen.
Yeah.
We get the APIs, which we're working with you guys to bring into our markets, which is huge. I know the US, the CoStar integration is a phenomenal tool as well.
Yeah.
Ultimately, just getting that information in there, giving our appraisers a head start. you're starting now in the fourth inning, right? You're not waiting for the first pitch to be thrown, right? So we're hitting the ground running more. The process is more advanced, and we're able to turn work around quicker. Clients are happy; they keep coming back, and it's allowing us to win more business.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah, I'd love to hear that.
I'd also say the Argus integration is huge too. Doing a lot of our portfolio work, the portfolio roll-up tool.
Yeah.
We wanted a technology platform that worked with that, and that's huge that you guys have that.
Yeah, and before you upgraded to enterprise, when you had a portfolio valuation to do, how did you do it without the portfolio roll-up tool?
Old school, just different Excels and grind through it. So
yeah,
took more time, but we're happy to have these efficiencies now.
Yeah. And has your team used the Valcre Assist team for any specific tasks or functions yet?
I've heard about the Valcre Assist. We haven't dove in yet, but I think it's something on our radar for the second half of the year. Hearing more about it this week from you guys and the team. I think we have some people excited about it and want to give it a try for sure.
And what about the inspection app? Is your team using that when they're out doing inspections?
We're getting people more and more using it on a daily basis, and I think we had some good feedback today from the team in one of our talks. And look, it's a tool that's going to help going forward, immensely, I'd say. And also, look, we have some large teams where some people are on the road, some people are back at the office, and the beauty of the inspection app is, take those photos, fill out the notes, it shoots right into the system. Someone's back at the office, it can flow right into the workbook, the report. So we're just targeting those efficiencies again.
Yeah. When both people can be working on a report almost simultaneously, it saves a ton of time.
There you go. And then, you get back or you lose notes and everything. It's, where'd that paper go?
Yeah.
Or sometimes you write and you go, what was that measurement? Or,
right.
We've all been there. You take a call or something, or, so this way it's just a lot easier and, keeps things stored electronically well.
Yeah. How would you describe Valcre to other firms in the industry? What would you say sets Valcre apart and makes it a critical tool for appraisal professionals?
I would say, look, the platform is powerful, it's dynamic, and that's huge. And I think one of the best reasons for people to dive in or, work with Valcre, and I think we see it on a daily basis, is, look, it's a big platform. It can do a lot of, big things for companies. And, the customization that can work too. We've built our customized reports at Avison Young. We wanted to maintain our look, even our sales sheets and everything. I think working with you guys, having that partnership to, keep our look. If someone sees an Avison Young report, we didn't want that to change.
Right.
So use your technology, the partnership, and the improvements that you guys keep doing on seems like now almost a weekly basis, right? Even hearing about all the exciting things to come down the future. For us, just having that partnership, knowing that it's always improving, getting better, and if we have feedback, the response time is extremely quick. The live chat's awesome, but even dealing with the senior people across all the different groups on your team, everyone wants to help, make it a successful integration for us, and that's been huge. We wouldn't be at this point today without the partnership.
Yeah, and I love that you mentioned two of our core values. Partnership, of course, is one, that we want to be a partner to our clients. And then you mentioned continuous improvement, which innovation is another of our core values. We are always trying to innovate and improve our product every single day and every single week, like you mentioned. So, Matthew, really grateful to have you guys as a client. And, we've seen Avison & Young grow so much since you've been a client of ours. And just to know that Valcre is the engine behind that, it just gives us so much happiness, and we're really happy to see it. So
perfect. Yeah, we're all in on Valcre and looking to do some big things together as we grow across the Americas.
Yeah, awesome. Great. Thanks, Matthew. Cheers.